Hey guys, and welcome to another Halloween makeup tutorial with Dan. Today we're going to start the look with a really pretty pinky gold blush. This one's just Deep Throat from NARS. It's a really pretty alternative to Orgasm, which a lot of people are really big fans of, and I just really like it because it creates a softer glow to the cheek and it's a little less sparkly than Orgasm, which is really nice for this look. I really prefer pinky peach blushes for more feminine looks. I really think it just gives it a nice look. Next, I'm just taking a matte white highlighter and I'm applying this to the tops of my cheekbones. This just really helps blend out your blush, and it also really helps lift up your cheekbones and give you a little more height. Next, I'll be taking Virgin from the Urban Decay Naked palette on a 217 brush from MAC. This is just like a fluffy blender brush, and I'm applying it all over my eyelid. This is going to give like a pretty sheen to the eye, and it gives it a nice wash of color. Next, I'm taking Gesso from MAC. This is just a matte white shade on a 217 brush, and I'm applying that over the top to lighten up the color a little bit more and matte out some of the shimmer so it's not quite as intense. Next, on a pencil brush, I'm going to be taking a light taupe shade. I'm just using this shade to really get into my crease and define it because I'm going to be doing a light cut crease for this look. This shadow is from the 88 palette. These are just really inexpensive, like, non-company specific palettes you can get on basically any website. I'm a really big fan of it. It's got pigmented shadows and they're all super cheap. Also, sorry guys, I'm really sick right now, so my voice sounds like garbage. So now, taking a 217 brush is just a really fluffy blending brush. I'm going to be blending out the shadow a little bit. I really want a nice gradient of shades up to my brow bone because otherwise it's just going to look really poorly executed. That's something to me that just really drives me crazy. And now on an angled brush with a black shadow, I'm using Urban Decay's Zero. I'm going to cut the crease even more. This is just to really get in. I'm just lining where I had already put my shadow, where my crease is, to make sure that I've really got it there. Next, taking that pencil brush I'd been using earlier, I'm going to blend the black out more. I really want to make this soft and pretty. I don't want a harsh black line. I mean, no one really does. It's not a very cute look. So just really blend it out well. Take your time with this. Don't think that it's going to blend out in 30 seconds. And I'm just taking MAC's Omega now on another 217 brush and blending this out even more. Omega is just a nice soft taupey shade, and it's really going to help keep everything really blended. Now with my black gel liner, I'm just going to line my eyes. I'm just doing a kind of thick winged black line, nothing too complicated. Winged eyeliner is a pretty straightforward thing once you get a hang for it. What I'm doing here is really taking my time to make sure that every part of my lash line is lined, because nothing is worse than having a little bit of skin peeking through your black line. So really take your time with this. Be careful, don't think that you need to do it all in one big sweeping motion. That often just winds up in you looking like a tiny, cranky raccoon. One way to really help you get your gel liner or your liquid liner look even is to tilt your head back while you're applying it. Looking into the mirror at a downward angle will really help you be able to see whether or not your lines are even, if one is thicker than the other, if one wing happens to be longer than the other. It's just going to kind of show you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and kind of give you a different perspective on how your liner looks. Once you've got your liner finished, we're going to take a deep black eyeshadow again, and we're going to take that same angled liner brush. We're going to run it underneath the eye. I wanted to give the eye some definition without making it too dark. I'm also bringing the line down a little bit to give the eye more angled. This just opens up the eye in a really different way and makes it really interesting looking. It also gives the ability to bring more light into it, which is what I'm doing here, using another angled brush and Urban Decay's Virgin. And I'm going to be topping it with MAC's Gesso, which, as I said earlier, is just a matte white shadow. I really wanted to bring a lot of light to the inside of the eye. Next, I'm going to be filling in my eyebrows. I'm just using an Ardell brow pencil. This is in dark brown. It's a really waxy based pencil. I really enjoy it for filling in my eyebrows because it gives them definition without it being too dark, especially now that my hair is blonde. I really enjoy waxy based brow products. I really think that they help the brow product stay longer. I also find them really easy to blend out. That's one of the things I really like about this brow pencil as well. It has a brow spoolie on the end, which makes it really easy to clean up with. Now I'm taking MAC's Omega on an angled brush just to run underneath my brows. I try to keep them a little bit lighter than you would expect for the color of my brows, just because I find that it helps finish them off nicely. It fades them into my skin a little bit better, and it just keeps the color from being too dark. Now I'm taking some eyelash glue in my tweezers, and I'm just taking some random drugstore demi lashes. I'm sticking them in the glue, letting it get a little tacky, and then applying them to the outer corners of my eyes. I didn't want to do lashes that were too heavy for this look because I didn't want to overwhelm it, but you could totally put on some heavier false lashes if you wanted to. It would probably look super duper cute with this look. I just happened to have these ones on hand and really liked them for the idea of doing a more neutral looking eye. And once you've got your top lashes on, I decided to put on a couple individual lashes on my bottom lash line. I kind of wanted to play up the 60s vibe that this eye had, and I really thought that adding a couple bottom lashes would really make the eye look really open and flirty and pretty, and also it would just add a little bit more dimension to the look, because after all, it is a Halloween look and you are allowed to have a lot more fun with it than normal. Now that we've got the lashes on both eyes, I'm going to start my lip. I'm just doing a nude lip for this look, and I'm starting with a nude lip liner just a shade or two darker than my lips to fill them in. Lip liner is another product that you should really take your time working on and applying. Symmetrical lip just can make all the difference in a look, between looking really professional and put together and looking kind of dowdy and like you really don't know what you're doing with makeup. I really stress practicing and not being afraid to, take it all off if it doesn't work and try again. If you don't like the way your lip is shaped, practice making a new shape. Don't be afraid to really get in there and to incrementally, step by step, make a better lip shape or a different lip shape or a smaller or a bigger lip shape or whatever it is you need to do. Now I'm going to be blending out the lip liner with a tiny lip brush. I like small lip brushes better just because I think that they have a tendency to be able to get more lip area in very different manners, because you can really get into small detailed spots and really blend things out differently. Now I'm taking NARS's lipstick in Madeira. It's just a super light pink nude color. To be honest, it kind of looks like most people's concealer, or like most very fair people's concealer. For me though, it's just a really nice nude shade because I am so cool toned and I am so light. But just use whatever nude is going to work best for you. Don't try and use someone else's nude lipstick if they're a completely different color than you, because you'll be amazed at how much it just doesn't work. Once I got the lipstick on there, I really worked at blending it in. I really personally enjoy the look of a slightly darker lip liner with a slightly lighter lipstick, but you really do have to put the work into it if you're going to do it, because nothing is worse than looking like a chola, especially when you're trying to look pretty on Halloween. I hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial and that they had a lot of fun with it, and I hope everyone who gives it a try really enjoys it and thinks they look great. Happy Halloween, everyone!